Late again.
Late.
We're
Very
always late. Late. Masturbate late.
Thanks to Virgin Media.
And Ashley's not.
And
working.
Ashley, because he's late.
Tossers.
Who's in the pub, really?
Well, thank you. Yeah, fucking pubbing it up he was.
Yeah. We're in the intro. Or is that going to be late?
Shut up. Hi all, and welcome to Dripping Coils, episode 17. I'll go straight to a hand check. I am on 2 mods tonight. I'm on the Alien. Yeah, Alien, and I'm on the same juice, the Twister Lolly, and I'm also on the Toaster mod with the Hadley. Very yummy. Jamie, what are you vaping on tonight, mate?
Something's leaking. Hold on. Right, tonight I'm vaping on the Old Faithful Clipbox 160 with the Tsunami 22. And that's got in it, silly question really, Dr. Salt's Twisted. I'm also on the Penguin with exactly the same amount of juice in it. And I'm also vaping on the, whatever that is, the I-Just 2 with the, what? Good.
Whatever that is.
I don't know, with the Hadley. Works well. What are you vaping on, Neil?
Right. I'm vaping on the Molly with the Flav with some. It's like a blueberry donut. Bit sweet for me, very sweet. Then I've got the Galactica. That light's shining too much.
Oh, he's off again. Oh.
I had these Galactica, and I got some with the Hadley with some juice. What's coming out from Vaping King? All I can say, if you like Summer Slurp and you like pineapple, that'll be lovely.
Got mint in it.
Careful, Neil.
It's got mint in it. Yeah, it's a bit more of a tropical take on Summer Slurp. That's one I was trying last week and I couldn't tell you about. And I'm on the S Cube with the Hobo 1.3, and that has got Vaping King's Spotted Dick and Custard. All I can say is about Vaping King, just keep your eyes open because he's getting a lot of new recipes being launched. You
ain't going to walk around with them closed, are you?
In the next few months.
Looking forward to it. I'll just quickly apologise for the late show tonight, guys and girls. I've not long finished work. It's been a long day, so obviously apologise for the late start. When we were going to start at 15:15, my router for Virgin decided to restart itself, so it made us even later.
Yeah.
So do apologise for that. And obviously we're here now. Be nice to see some people in the YouTube chat. There's nobody in there at the moment. So be nice. Yeah, be nice to if you're in there, come and say hello and fire your questions at us.
Oh, that's the point. I ain't got YouTube open.
I know we're late, Aaron. If you actually followed the our Facebook group, you'd have known that we was running late.
Aaron, you're terrible.
Have we put that link in our group, lads?
Normally, Neil, you do that sort of thing, so I thought you were dealing with it.
Sorry, mate. I'll do it now.
Oh, Joe, Aaron, Joe, and Matt are in chat.
Excellent.
What, on YouTube?
That they are.
Oh, I can't see them, so
Yes, I do follow Facebook group. Lol, it's fine. Haha. Not being funny, Aaron. We don't give a shit if it ain't.
Are we starting off with Jamie tonight?
No, we're going to start off with. I'm going to save my rant for later. Let's start off with Neil.
Well, what am I doing?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Right, I've had quite an interesting few weeks. I've been down and testing with Vaping King, as you keep knowing. I keep mentioning because he's a good friend of mine. And I have been mixing some juices with him. So if you think I can mix pretty well, I've put some input in some of his new ones. Not all of them. I think there's one I haven't. And the rest of them, I've put my input into him. So they are going to be released in the next few months. I've got one coming, but should be here tomorrow. I'm not allowed to talk about that yet because that is still in testing stages. I've ordered some. Billy's made me some up, and I'm going to literally vape probably 100 or 200 mil of it, and to see how I get on with it. Because I think personally, if you vape at 100 mil or 150 mil of the juice, and you still like it and you want to vape it, it's a good juice. And probably Jamie knows about that. Once you like a juice and you just keep vaping it, it's a good juice. It doesn't matter. Then all of a sudden, like Jamie's noticed, something changed with it and you don't like it. So it's a very fine balance. So obviously, yes. But I think this one, what I was speaking about a minute ago, is really, really good. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it because I don't want to just, do you know what I mean? Because I'm going to be building up with it and I will mention what they are when they're going to be released, and I will tell you when they're going to be released. And he does concentrates, and he does do nicotine free, and if you need nicotine, you can buy nicotine from the website. So he does that, but his concentrates are up there now anyway. He's got some lovely juices, but the new range are well up to date with flavors what are quite popular, I should say, because times change, don't they? And we've got another. I think he's got quite a few. Can't mention the number he's got going, but I think we're working on another 2 or 3 as well. So, I think one's a yogurt, because I like my yogurt vapes. I don't know if anyone's tried them, but yogurt vapes are quite nice. Depends what yogurt you use. I like the Greek yogurt. I've tried Capella's sweet yogurt. I think it's sweet yogurt, and it tastes and smells like old sweaty socks. It's horrible, but Capella Greek yogurt is gorgeous. It really is nice, and I just can't believe one company can make one juice what's absolutely foul, and it's just Greek yogurt. Two different style yogurts. One's absolutely minging, and one's really nice. So it's quite weird that, but that's obviously about mixing and stuff. So yeah, my juice corner is pretty quiet at the moment, and we are trying to mix it up, do everything a bit different every week. Some people was a bit bored about the mixing every week, so I've mixed it up. But the thing is, if you have any questions at all about mixing, or you're not sure, just come in the group, ask a question, or even PM me. Or if you don't do Facebook, you can do it through the website. Leave us a message through the website, and we can actually get back in contact with you on whatever means necessary, really, through emails or whatever. We're willing to do anything, so just help. As we proved the last couple of weeks on the show, the popularity of this show is doing very, very well, and I just want to thank the people who have supported us right from the beginning, because without your support and what you've been doing on our page lately as well, people have recognized it. That's all I'm saying. People have recognized it, and with your support, the show now is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So even Ash doesn't know what I'm going on about, but I'll have to tell him later. But it's not.
Yeah, you will.
It's not fully sealed yet. But yeah, these people who are interested. That's all I'm saying.
You've been discussing things without me again.
No, not discussing, mate. I've just
I'll talk later. I'm joking. Yeah, cool. I look forward to it.
Yeah, right. Before we get into the conversation,
sorry, I will just interrupt you there, Joe. If you're watching, mate, I did say hello to you this morning, and I got blanked. So, but I did say hello, mate, when I ran out to go and catch the van. So, but I did say hello. You might not have heard me.
Right.
I've got to do one more thing. Ian's new look from last night. Neil saw it. I've got to do it. I'm sorry, Ian. Here you go.
Clouds, bro. Clouds.
I still prefer my answer.
What was that?
If you scroll down the list, if you scroll down, you'll see what my meme was.
There's loads, mate.
Fucking, where are you?
I'm here.
Makes a change.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
7 comments.
Last week.
It's only 7 comments. It's madness. How come one tiny sperm can create one massive? See you next Tuesday.
I just posted that twice when I was meant to do it somewhere else. Yes, I'm just sorting things out, lads.
Oh, what are you trying to sort out?
Not a lot, but I'm just putting it in Geico as well, mate.
Is Joe writing in chat, Jay? Because my chat room on YouTube is empty. I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, Aaron's there. Matt Chandler's there. Everyone's typing, mate.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything.
Even Shelley's in.
Hello, Shelley.
Shelley's in. Ah, there we go. I've refreshed it. There we go.
Oh, you okay, Shelley?
Piggy.
Yeah, it's Shelley.
Hi, Shelley. Nice to see you. Well,
Alana. Hello, Alana. Your posts just lately have been making me giggle.
Joe,
really tear me up.
Joe did answer.
Oh yes, I just saw that. I did hear you, and I said morning. I would have thought that with that ears like you could hear it. Don't go towards a timeout. You looked at me in disgust. I said hi, and I looked straight at you, looked round, and that was it. But didn't get a hi back. I thought I'd leave it as that. But I did say hello, mate.
He's not happy. He doesn't like bamboo.
What's he done? Put diesel in again?
No, he doesn't like bamboo anymore.
Bamboo? Oh, what's he fucking done now?
No, the kids were mucking about with bamboo, throwing it all over the road. So when he went to park the bike, he went to turn, and the bamboo got under the wheel, and that was it. Threw it out from underneath him.
No grip.
He's done his handlebars in, his indicator in, everything.
Oh shit! I hope you're all right, mate. Anyway,
could be worse. Could be diesel in your engine, mate.
I'm not going to read Joe's comment.
No, I'm going to put keep it clean, Joe.
Nah, he's all right. He's fine. I'm used to him now. Wanker.
Just play him at his own game. He likes it.
Love you, really, Joe.
Right. Should we get on to? Shall we get Jamie will, if anyone's been watching our post, you'll get this. Jamie, shall we get down and dirty?
Oh, yeah, let's get down and dirty.
Let's get really down and dirty.
Yeah, let's get down and dirty. Why not?
Down and dirty.
Right, yeah, down and dirty.
Strictly for 18s and over.
Well, as you lot may have known or may know, and because you follow us on Facebook, there happened to be this that went up.
Are you going to show the video?
Not going to show the video. I'm going to not do sound, but they'll know what I'm getting at. So if I share this and then get rid of that and share and click this, you probably won't be able to hear it, but what I will do is I will actually play it for you, and you will get what I mean.
That's what I'm going to say. Let's play it, and then people know what we're rebelling on about if they haven't seen it.
Yeah, so you can see it, and you can see how well she's looked into stuff, and how she's right with every single question she's on about.
All I can say is looks like a fake mod.
So you'll see what I mean. So right. Okay.
But if you see any pink pigs flying over the screen, just ignore them. They're not there really.
Right.
No, it's Jamie.
Fuck off, knobhead.
I like to see how things work. So I'm always taking things apart and putting them back together. So when I started seeing these around, I wanted to get to the bottom of everybody saying it's just water vapor. This is what's actually in here. You've got your battery, an LED light, some wires, but then you've got this cotton piece that's covered in something sticky and smells pretty funny. That's when I realized that what came out of this was definitely not water vapor. Nope, e-cigs actually produce an aerosol that can have harmful chemicals like nickel, lead, and even benzene, the stuff that comes out of your exhaust pipe. And some of those chemicals can damage your lungs. Now, there are all different types of vape out there, but no matter what type you're using, the aerosol you're breathing isn't harmless.
I would just like to say that's not even cotton that she pulled out there. It was just like it looked like a clump of plastic. I'm not being funny, but that, in my eyes, anybody in chat, please, if you disagree with me, then say so. But I seriously think that was a piece of plastic, because cotton would not look like that. No way.
I think she pulled out of herself because she is a C-U-N-T.
Right. Now I'd like to point I'd like to point out, right, fuck the other two for the moment. I'd like to point out everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. People either like vaping, people either don't like vaping. But what I can't understand is she took a mod apart. That's like turning around and saying, we use mobile phones. Let me take this mobile phone apart. There are horrible radio waves that go into your head to fry your brains when you make a call. But she didn't do that. She picked on an e-cigarette. What's wrong? She took it to pieces and said there's battery wires. Well, how else does she expect it to work? I don't know, telepathy, fucking solar energy. Of course, it's going to need batteries. But you know, in certain aspects, you know, all right. She's saying it's an aerosol. And she's saying, oh, aerosols are bad. An asthma inhaler is an aerosol. So what's the problem? You know, it's just different. It's just people's difference of opinion. So I thought, us being the Dripping Coil show, we would go one step further. So I messaged Down and Dirty and found out Down and Dirty are actually based in Virginia, which is why Down and Dirty VA, they're based in Virginia. So they're on a different time zone to us. And if I can share this, I'll share this and I will show you exactly
what you put and what she said.
Exactly what I said. Right. So if I share this. I wonder if I can get chat bigger, actually. How do I get chat bigger?
I don't think you can.
Go to messages, see all messages.
Ah, right, yeah, that's right.
Click messages again, Jay, at the top where you were.
Yeah.
Down the bottom, see all in Messenger.
Ah, right, okay.
Oh, there you are.
Now, there you go. Right, now you can see. So I said, good evening. My name is Jamie. I'm one of the admins on a show called Dripping Coils. we do a live show on a Friday night at 2100 UK time. I would like to invite you on the show to explain your comments in one of your videos regarding e-liquid. This gives you the opportunity to voice your opinions and the vaping community to voice theirs, asking questions for you to answer if you wish. I hope you can make the show. Regards, Jamie, admin Dripping Coil Show. And that was done Monday. Tuesday, I didn't hear anything, taking into consideration their different time. And then I put, so I weren't getting an answer, so I added, we have a show this Friday, would you like to join us? Eventually she replied and said, hey Jamie, not sure where you're from, but I saw you said UK time. We're in Virginia, but thanks for the opportunity. And basically I come back and said, thanks for your reply. In that case, would you be willing to come on the show if we plan it for your time zone? Now we're quite happy to do that. It means starting a little bit earlier, but we could have done a one-off show on a Saturday or a Sunday. We could have planned it all in, and then it would have given you the opportunity to ask her questions. She could have then backed up some of her statements, because that's all her video basically says. It's statements. There's nothing in there. What are you laughing about?
Joe's comment on your messenger.
Oh. Joe, fuck off, because you know my messenger's up, you fucking dildo.
That's the whole point. He's done it.
So we'll get rid of that knob end. Right.
Yeah, we've not heard from her.
Yeah, so we basically we haven't heard from her, because basically what we want to understand is she's in Virginia. She's voiced her opinion. She's
Jamie, sorry to interrupt, mate. You're still sharing. We can't see your face, mate.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Thanks. So basically, we give her the opportunity to come on the show, because basically all they are statements. They're statements. Well, they're just statements. They're what she believes about how bad these things are for you. Bearing in mind, they've gone through all the medical research and they've been told that they're 95% safe, but according to her, they're not. Because as the video said, she said it makes no difference what you're vaping, it's still harmful for you. I'd like to see where her information has come from. You know, where's her proof?
Big tobacco.
Or, as Neil said, maybe, you know, it's Big Tobacco's attempt at saying, say all of this for us, say all of this, you know, and it's, you know, maybe they're backed by big tobacco companies, you never know. So basically, at Dripping Coils, if we see something like that, and it got a hell of a lot of hits, a lot of people didn't agree with it, load of people slandered the comments, trust me, turning around and calling that person many names. So we thought we would give her the opportunity, or that group the opportunity, to discuss what they said and the grounds for how they've come out with those statements. And as you see, we tried. They come back with basically they're in Virginia. We come up with we thought a good way of getting them on the show, and they basically never come back to us.
The reason we've done this show, reason we're doing this, a lot of people says, oh, don't mention it because obviously it gives them publicity, right? Normally, I would agree, because normally it's on Facebook and it doesn't get seen, right? It does get seen, but it doesn't in a worldwide. This woman, or these people, whoever's behind the website, has actually put it on their worldwide website. So potentially millions or billions of people can actually see this statement, what she's done. And that's why we've put it across. She needs to explain herself. Some of the things she said is right but wrong, if you know what I mean. There is stuff in it. They test for aerosol and stuff like that. There is traces. But the thing is, the trace amount, what she's talking about, right? These trace amount, what they test for. I'm going to try and get a hold of some test results, but I've got to ask the person first. And I can mention it in the next show. But literally, by law anyway, trace amount is a legal requirement at the EU at the moment. The maximum is 20 per million. I think I've said this before. Most of what I've seen on other people's testing and stuff like what people have shown me, like 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. I think the highest I've seen is 14. Trace amounts of different toxins and whatnot. The thing is, the way to put it into the layman terms, because some people might not get parts a million or whatever. Basically, you get 1 grain of sugar, 1 grain of sugar, and put in a litre of tea. That's a trace amount, what they're talking about. To put it in comparison, that's what I got told anyway. So it's my opinion. I might be wrong with that, but it's 1 grain of sugar, literally in a litre of tea. So it literally traces. Not once she says that it's better than cigarettes, because it is. It's been proven time and time again. So she's basically saying all these people who have been scientists for near enough all their lives, gone to college, studied and everything, are wrong. Before you
carry on, I'm hoping, because Down and Dirty basically know that we have a show on a Friday night at 9 o'clock UK time, I'm hoping they're watching. Because what I think, instead of you...
Well, we're going to post it on their website.
We're going to post it on your website anyway. But instead of firing off at e-cigarettes and explaining how they're so-called bad for you and they contain this, that, and all the other stuff, why don't you make it fair? Why don't you turn around and then basically do the same with tobacco and basically list all the elements that are in tobacco that are bad for you and how they can potentially kill you and everything else. And that and tobacco has been proven. It's been proven it kills you. So instead of picking on something where really it hasn't been proven, it's been more than likely disproven, you picked on something like that. So how about make it fair, and your next video can be about tobacco.
Sure, do it.
So that's your and then if you don't do it, that basically answers the question.
I think this is already answered.
What you've done.
I think she's already answered, mate, by not coming on the show, because we give an opportunity to actually voice her opinion.
Are you guys following the YouTube chat?
No, because we're just talking.
It's like, okay, I'm here where the hookers and blow. Douglas means.
Hi, dog.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I
wasn't too sure then. I was like,
not this time with Doug. You know what I mean? Last time I got a forfeit.
Just lost some timber. Yeah, it's called my hair. That's the only timber I've lost. Because from the neck down, I've probably got more bark.
The thing is, what I mentioned the other week when someone came up to me and went, "Oh, diet, that's people like her putting things in people's head." And the thing is about vaping, no one listens to a positive side. They always listen to the negative. And mainstream are listening to the negatives all the time. That's the only reason we've done this show, is because it is out there mainstream. It's not just Facebook. She's gone everywhere. She's gone every media you think of. She's got it on her website. She's gone Twitter, all them lot. She's done the lot. She's done absolutely every media. And that's what I mean. That's why she's been blasted. And she has got some results from one person that actually says what's in it and whatever. That's one person's opinion.
And what I can't understand is she turned around and said all of these three are what you get in your exhaust, right? Coming from Virginia, she's moaning about exhaust fumes. 99.9% of you lot drive around in Hummers that every time you start them kill a small family, and you're worried about exhaust fumes. That's what I can't get. You're picking on e-cigarettes and how dangerous they are for you. Walk outside in the city and then just take a deep breath. What you've just breathed in is a damn sight more poisonous than breathing in an e-cigarette. So
that's right.
I can't understand your reasoning. You've done a video. You've got no concrete facts. We've had the facts. Medical facts. College of Oxford, weren't it?
Yeah, College of Oxford
has
come across and said
they done it.
97%.
A reputable place where most of all of this, all of this investigation goes.
But Oxford isn't just recognised in this country. They're recognised worldwide.
They're recognised everywhere. But then you put up a video saying this is in that, that's in this. You're breathing on an exhaust pipe. When you walk out your front door, that's all you're breathing in. So I'm just trying to work out your point. You're going to put. I can understand you putting a video up. I can understand you being a bit, you know, against e-cigarettes. There are people that are against them. But if you're going to do a video, get your facts right first.
You've got to do both sides
right. You know, and as I said before, if you're going to slate e-cigarettes, slate the other, slate the other one that's been killing people, giving people cancer, lung disease, giving people, you know, cigarettes. You didn't even mention those. You just mentioned how bad e-cigarettes were. There's no clarity in your argument because you've just picked on one and you haven't gone for the other.
Very sharp, just. I think it's well too brushed. It's very sharp, very sort of like polished. And the thing is, I definitely think, and by the comments I've read, she's getting paid by someone. Either where she's from, government are paying her, or, do you know what I mean? Because there is certain states what are very against cigarettes, e-cigarettes, sorry, are very against it. So she might be on that side. So I don't know. Virginia, how bad they are with their, do you know what I mean, bans of e-cigarettes and stuff. So, but he is part of the country where they're really slamming them. So, if she's a part of that, then she's done it like an advertisement of how bad they are, and it is. It's very. If you watch it,
yeah.
Obviously we've shown it. That's how it comes across to me. Very polished. Sort of like an advertisement, straight to the point. No, it's all negative, no positive whatsoever. And the thing is, it's been proven time and time again. All right, we're not saying, she's saying, oh, it is harmful. Well, it is. We're not saying it's 100% healthy. We're not saying it's healthy. It is, surely it is a little bit bad for us, but it's 95% safer than cigarettes. So, do you think we really care if it's slightly bad for you? 3% bad for you? When I was smoking for 20 years, do you think we're really bothered about that? And I think if the way vaping has gone over these years, if there was anything really bad and the way the groups go and everything like that, we'd have found out. We'd have found out by now.
Joe's come up with a good one. Talk amongst yourself for the moment.
Right, go on now.
No, just talk amongst yourselves. I'll have to find it.
Right, okay. What, find Joe's?
No, yeah, Joe sent me a video.
Right, okay.
About how bad actually smoking is, and it actually hit home when I watched it.
Well, it's just not bad for you, mate. It's dangerous. And the thing is, if it wasn't for e-cigarettes, and I think it's going to be 95% of the audience tonight, whoever watches this after as well, 95% who vape will say that they've seen an improvement, and in a way they feel better, and they'd have still been smoking cigarettes if it wasn't for vaping. And the thing is, I see vaping has saved my life. Because I was getting, like I've said loads of times, this year I've had no bronchitis whatsoever. Not one bit of bronchitis. And I was getting it. I was on 3 or 4 times a year, I was on antibiotics for bronchitis. This year I have had 1 case. So, yeah, what you want to look at it. Same with my dad. And it's funny, a doctor has said to him, keep vaping. And how ill my dad is. It's better than smoking. That's what they said to him. It's better than smoking. Just keep vaping if you're happy with that. Because it keeps you off the cigarettes. So even if you are getting treatment, my dad is, if you're getting treatment, they would refuse you. Because it's like with certain treatments, if you're smoking, they will refuse treatment until you give up.
Joe, do us a favour. If you can find it, send me the link. Because I'm having trouble finding it. I don't know what it would come under.
So obviously we're going to have a bit of backlash, people saying that we shouldn't have done this, we're putting it more in the eyes of light. I do understand that. Because we are. But you've got to understand, we were a little show, and we just want to put across to our audience that no one else has bothered to do it, to be quite honest. And I think it's a bit too late to have a rant about someone about this, but the thing is, this has gone really mainstream, and yeah, it's had millions of views. I think on Facebook it was touching 1 million.
Right. Watch this, and you'll see. Watch this, and you'll see my point. At least I hope it's the right one. Right, give this a watch.
I'm Mary, and I used to be a smoker. I want to give you some tips about getting ready in the morning. Learn your name. Then when your hands read the Bible, and now you're ready for the day.
Right. Now you can basically catch my drift. There is a longer one than that, but I thought that would basically turn around and.
It's point blank, isn't it, mate? It's
point blank. Basically turns around. She, former smoker, and that's what smoking's done to her. So there you go.
We're not second guessing either, because I think anyone who's known that one member of the family or a friend of a friend has died through cancer through smoking. So I think everyone just agrees with us that even if that cuts it down by 10% of deaths because of vaping, I think that's a massive. You think if actually stops cancer and illness and lung disease and heart attacks, what it can cause, smoking, if it just saves 10% of the people who smoke and they go into vaping it and they don't end up dying through that, how many people do you think it would save? Because it's going to be in the millions and billions over the years. So to people to slag it off, it's just, I think it's for one, it was false. For two,
do you know what Douglas has said?
What?
He's been quite. I like the way he's put it. Vaping has ruined my life. I no longer take beloved time off work for chest infections. I no longer look badass with an e-cig hanging out with a cig hanging out my mouth whilst riding my chop, and I can now smell farts.
Exactly. Everyone knows your flavour. You can taste flavours now. You don't cough in the morning the same. You don't. Do you know what I mean?
Unless you kneel.
I just choked on some fucking water.
I like the way it goes. You don't cough in the morning. That's just fucked up.
Yeah, but that's what it's like Doug was saying. Everyone who I know used to get chest infections, and you couldn't get fucking rid of them. You couldn't get rid of them at all,
You felt like a zombie, because you just felt like you just couldn't be asked, because your body was just so fucked.
And the thing is, amount of chemicals in cigarettes, you don't have anyone coming out with statements that bad about smoking. They've said it's bad, and they've shown you graphic fingers and everything. They're not actually gone down to what actually in a cigarette. But through vaping, people have found out, and they've had to tell people. It's vapors who have made tobacco come out with the truth. It's made them. And it's just, it puzzles me why people do things like this. I really do. The only way, what does she gain out of it? That's what I want to know. Why has she done it? What does she gain? Because if you was a reviewer and you wanted to, she said she's so inquisitive and she wants to take things apart and she wants to find out. Right? If you want to find out, you look at the negatives and the positives, surely, not just the negatives. Right? So if she turned around and said, I found out this, and this, but it can cause this. If it was a good argument, right? A good argument with negatives and positives, the vaping community would listen to you. But because you've done it negative and all of it is bullshit, right? No one's going to listen to you. No one's took you serious whatsoever. So I can't see the point of you keeping that video up. I just can't. Because everyone thinks you basically are a liar. Because some of them statements are that bold and brass that you've not even swerved around it and said, well, it contains this but traces amount. Do you know what I mean? You've not even said that. You've just said it contains that. You basically, and the way you've advertised it, you showed aerosol cans, pots of paint. You know what I mean? You're there with your granddad, who's probably told you all about it. And
yeah, Douglas is right. He's put. Come on, man. The info is there against smoking. It's just when you smoke, you knew it was bad, but didn't want to know the facts because you labelled yourself as a smoker.
Yes, because you was addicted, and the thing is that I think some of the information was there, Doug, for definitely. But I mean, with the vaping, I just mean that you know exactly what chemicals went in it now because of vapors. So literally, it's like we know that some of it's just trimmings off the floor, man. It's just all bunched up and bashed together. It was just shit.
It's just like being an alcoholic, isn't it? Really, everyone knows too much alcohol can kill you. So, but an alcoholic can't get himself off the alcohol because, like smoking, he's addicted and he needs it.
It's a good point by Douglas, really, because I think people did know, but in a way, we was ignorant to it.
Yeah,
because, but most addicts, and that's what we was. Most addicts are ignorant towards something what's bad for. If people say to you, "Oh, it's bad for you," whatever, and you're addicted, you just go, "No, it's not," or just to go, "Yeah, I know, it's all right, okay," and light up a fag at the same time.
Well, it's like Douglas just said, quitting smoking is an almost impossible thought when smoking as the usual methods for support. You're right, because he is right. How many times you want a fag because you're addicted to it, so you keep smoking. But then they come out with these nicotine gum, nothing worked. And now there's something out there that works. People have got something else to go to that gives them what they need, and it's nowhere near as bad as smoking. But just because the revenue in cigarettes has gone down due to vaping, this is why it's so much of a problem now. People are just hell bent on finding faults and issues with it all. I just replaced smoking cancer sticks with vaping to get my nicotine, and it worked.
Who said that?
Douglas.
Well, yeah, I totally get you, Douglas, and it's nice to hear people coming back with this because she has got a lot of stick for it, and I can't see the point why she leaves it all. The only reason I can see that she leaves it all because she's been paid for it.
Without a doubt.
She's denied it. Obviously, she's been accused. There's somewhere someone calling her a name, and then he's like, "How much did you get paid?" And then there's another comment, "How much you been paid? Who are you working for?" You know what I mean? It's not enough every other comment.
But don't get us wrong. Don't get us wrong, because if Down and Dirty are watching this, don't get us wrong. We're not picking on you. We're not just going at you. All we're saying is, fine, put up a video of those are your thoughts. Those are what you think. You can't turn around and tell people what this is in it, that's in it, this is in it, because you yourself don't 100% know. Without the facts, how without the facts and it written in front of you that is what in there is you don't know. And like I said before, be fair. If you're going to do e-cigarettes and e-liquid, then do a comparison. So you've got a comparison with tobacco, and then do your homework. Find out the two which one is a hell of a lot safer. You can't turn around and moan about e-cigarettes being as bad as what they are when smoking is 100% worse. But you're not mentioning that. You're only mentioning something else.
7%.
Just be fair. Just be fair.
She has got some proof. She has done the homework, but with one, she's basically got it off a government website and actually put what they've put, and it looks very old to me as well.
Yeah. It probably is, but you know, do it. You've still got to do a comparison. You wouldn't get one person. Say you just had your car smashed up. You wouldn't go to one garage. You'd get a quote from loads of different places, not just one place. You get loads of different. You get loads of loads of different bits of proof.
Because it's getting
and then correlate it all. Yeah, because you know.
Should have got evidence from this country, France, Germany, wherever.
Because to me, all it looks like is you're just a bird that wants a bit of fame. That is it. And the easiest way to get your bit of fame is to pick on e-cigarettes, the same as loads of other people do. It's bad for you, but all it makes you look like is a complete retard. Because to us, it looks like you're being paid by the tobacco companies to do it. You just look a twat. And no one believes you. You just look a complete and total twat. So do a comparison. You know, if you're not a complete and total twat and you believe in yourself that you've done it correctly, then do a comparison. Don't be a knob about it. Because we ain't got time for knobs. And not being funny, I reckon we should drop it now because in some respects we are giving her too much of the limelight and it's getting on my tits.
Yeah.
Your moves.
Yeah, my moves are getting really saggy with too much epoxy limelight.
Moves.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Because it was a bit of a and some people would say, "Oh, why did you do a show on her? You're giving more publicity." She doesn't need more publicity. Trust me, the millions have seen it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we want to put it out and say, we think she's wrong. We've invited her on the show to prove that we're wrong, but she won't come. So, fine.
Just proves the point, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, of course it does. Because
one other thing. When you're looking into the camera, don't make your eyes bulge. You look like a fucking goldfish.
Who, me?
No, I'm on about this bird from fucking... Look at her. She sits there and goes, yeah. Yeah, it's like, whoa, okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
I think if it was up to her, mate, we'd still be in a wooden hut and rubbing two sticks together to make a fire.
I wouldn't mind, but in that video, she didn't take that mod apart. It was already taken apart for her.
Yes.
Was that what that bloke was in the background?
Didn't he took it apart for her?
Yeah. Didn't he trust you with a screwdriver?
That was a sugar daddy.
Fucking hell, Neil. Really?
Right, I'm bored of this motif now. It's got on my last nerve.
And she said as well, just one thing. She said that it smells a bit funky. That's what you get for vaping hand sank.
So not being funny.
If you've never fucking vaped before, then you're not going to know what it fucking tastes or smells like.
There are loads of things that smell funky. Fannies smell funky. We're not being funny. It don't stop blokes going back to them.
No. No, definitely doesn't.
Smells a bit funky. Fucking go and smell your fingers.
Fucking hell.
I'm getting bored because now I don't give a shit. Fucking smells a bit funky. Fucking you, all right. Don't even know what funky is.
You broke me.
Well, maybe if she actually vapes fucking cotton instead of pulling plastic out of it, then might be a different story. But looking at that video, it was not cotton. No fucking way was that cotton. It just looked like a fucking square piece of plastic that she just tweezed out.
Believe it or not, most smock coils they do use a square bit of cotton. If you've ever taken them to pieces, they do just have one square bit of cotton on the outer edge.
Yeah, but when you watch her video, it doesn't even look like cotton, does it?
No, that's because
it looks like plastic.
That's because the bloke behind her has already taken it apart and said, "Smell that? Smells funky."
Can I ask a question? Of course you can, Doug.
Yeah, go for it. That's what we're here for. Just wait for the 20-second delay.
Of course you can, Doug. Because Doug is awesome. He'll come out with something. Ask away, mate. We are here to...
Is the requirement to be on the show that you have to either went bald or be on the way? Well, I've got the receding hairlines. Neil's already bald. Well, bald. And Jamie,
Douglas, Douglas, go fuck yourself. Douglas, I would like to point out there is a method to my madness. The method is I got annoyed waking up in the morning and have to do stuff for my hair. This way, this is like wash and go. I'll get up, look in the mirror and go, that'll do, and then go.
And the wanker still gets dandruff, Neil.
I can remember you're not far off yourself, so you can come on the show if you want, mate. Because you got
come join us.
Got a longer fucking beard than me, mate.
Yeah, come on, because Douglas, we've got a real good follower and all. Believe it or not, we have our own dedicated troll.
Yeah,
oh yes.
Right?
Oh, we've
yes.
been
Believe it or not,
let's not forget the troll.
And believe it or not, I'm sure he will put up some derogatory comment because he's sad life, must live with his parents, whatever. But then you join us, and then we can, like, as he turned around and said, we were 3 monks. You could be the 4th.
And he would like us to kill ourselves as well.
Yes, and maybe you can come up with some good novelty ideas on how you think he would think of us to kill ourselves.
Matt, you twat. Neil washed and went. You twat. Right, I'm going to tell your missus, mate, she'll smack you one.
No, she won't. She'll
Wear
agree
a
with it.
snapback like the others. Cool guys. Yeah. Do you wear a snapback as well, Doug? You're Scottish and you wear a snapback. You sure you're not fried the hat first? Well, they fry everything in Scotland.
Not as bad as the fucking tenancy claims we do. Fucking Chinese student dorms. Fucking, they fry everything. So there's just fat everywhere.
You do know most of what you're cleaning off is cat.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no. It makes my clouds bigger. Don't give me with that. See, I know how Doug vapes. He vapes very similar to me. He does blow clouds now and again, but he does vape very similar to me. But yeah, it's yeah. I think Doug's still. If I'm wrong, Doug, do put me wrong. I think he's a bit of a squonker still.
It's funny, I went to a property the other day and they turned around and said, yeah, we brought a cat the other day that was called Lunchy.
Cyclone mods are going to stop making the Hadley. That's from Trojan.
I just went straight over the head.
Oh, that's going now. They could. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you was a swanker, mate. That is a shame if they're going to stop making the Hadley because... Do you know what I mean?
That's wicked. That is absolutely a wicked drip of that.
About time.
I cannot fault it. It is.
See, the thing
amazing.
is that I've put in that actually sucks ass.
Where's the black one?
I don't know.
Oh, that's nice. I'll give you a fucking dripper and you don't.
It's up there. I ain't getting it out.
I think it's really good.
I'll get done for getting it out.
It is that kind of. Dog. See, I think it is that kind of atty where you love it or hate it. And I like it. I really do. I've got the soul now.
Did you say Douglas was Scottish?
Yes.
That's all right. He's fucking... He must be the size of fucking exhaust.
I will say, yes, Joe, mine is a clone, but I prefer trying them before I buy the real thing.
Considering the real thing is 75 quid's worth.
Oh, that's a show.
And with 4 kids, that is not going to happen.
Right. Before we shut up shop, I am at Vape Fest next week. The other 2 are still doing the show. I'm going to.
But for that, the show might actually be good.
I'm going to actually try to get in. I'm going to go. I'm going to be on the phone, so you're going to have to bear with me.
Ash, don't send him the link.
I'm not going to.
And the week after I'm on holiday, so it's possible 2 weeks I'm not going to be here.
Party.
But the week after, when I come back and everyone's come off holiday, because obviously that time of year, we are going to do a show. Should we say the name now? Because we've already planned it, haven't we? Sort of. Clones, good or bad, and that is going to be the titles. So I know a lot of people. It's a bit of another controversial.
It's going to get our watchers thinking now.
Yes.
So, and I would just like to point out and say thank you very much for everybody that has been posting on the group this week with some links and news. We do really appreciate it, and we like your input.
Yeah, it's gonna make all of our watchers think, all fucking 8 of them. Trust me, you have time.
Yeah, we have time. Yeah.
Douglas put clones equals bad.
And I agree with you, Doug. But we are going to discuss it, mate, because...
Nothing wrong with the Hadley clone.
I think it's an interesting conversation, Doug, because you're going to get people like yourself and me, and then other people think it's okay to try before you buy. But
don't be miserable. Don't be miserable. Don't be miserable, Doug. We know that's hard for the Scottish to be happy, but don't be miserable.
Do you know what? I must admit now, every time we do the show, you can never see Jamie's eyes because his computer screens are reflecting off his glasses.
You do a live feed to try and get a Frankie.
That's better.
Totally agree with you, Doug. But we're going to...
Cheers, Doug.
There's no excuse now. I totally agree with you.
What do you mean there's no excuse? I'll give a good excuse. Hadley, 11 quid clone. Authentic 75, a big fucking excuse.
Well, like,
especially if you haven't got 75 quid.
The thing is, this Hadley, I cannot fault it. Yes,
wasp.
It's a clone, but
the wasp,
it's brilliant.
The wasp is very similar to the Hadley, just more airflow.
Yeah, I've been told about that as well. That it is the same near enough.
Oh, I've got one of those.
Yeah, we'll have that in a couple of weeks. We're not getting into clones now because
Matt's got a very valid point. If you like the clone, chances are you'll buy the real thing. That's a really good point.
It's like try before you buy, really. Shut up, Annie. That's a fucking joke.
Guess. Joe, go and bend your handlebars back.
Go and eat some more bamboo. Oh, Joe.
I want to know where the fuck they got bamboo from, Joe.
No, I want to know an even more serious conversation. Was the diesel on the bamboo?
Neil, you're fucking asking for it, mate. I want to know where they got the bamboo from.
Joe, you now have free roam to put whatever you want about Neil in chat. Well, it's the same reason.
Go for it, Joe. Go for it.
They got the broken glass, didn't they? They smashed it everywhere, road, pavement, and people walked their dogs.
Oh, really?
Ash, you see what he's just put about you?
Yeah, I just said go for it.
No, he's put it
Don't bother me.
I would like to point out, Joe, it was Neil that come out with a comment.
Yeah, but I did turn around, Jay, and say, go and bend your handlebars back.
I don't know.
I'll give it that.
See, people think that the clone...
Neil, you look like a fucking panda, you ugly bin lid cunt. Oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Someone has made another boo-boo.
Did he just
Neil,
say what I
Neil.
thought he said?
Yeah, Neil,
Piss off.
Neil, please enlighten everyone what Ashley's big boo-boo just was.
No, I'm not saying it.
No.
We'll leave it there. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll watch it back anyway.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks very fucking much. Now I know why I hate the fucking kid.
I don't know. I would like to point out, I don't know if I should open this message I've just got come through.
What?
Guess who it's from?
Go on.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know, Doug. Very bad. I can't believe I've done that. But I was reading the message word for word.
Bad man, bad man.
Oh, no.
Forfeit. Yep.
So I've got some wax strips left.
No,
Right.
It's got to be worse. It's got to be chilly next.
Right. Down and Dirty have just text me back.
Oh.
Right. So it just seems a bit weird that we're doing a live show and they've decided to text back. But there you go.
Yeah, very weird.
Sorry, we weren't as clear as what we should have been. We only promote to the Virginia audience, and since you're not based here, we wouldn't be able to come onto the show. But again, thanks for the opportunity.
Bollocks!
But not being funny, if you just promote,
is the same.
if you
Hang
just
on. Hang on. If she was only going towards a Virginia audience, why she let it go worldwide then?
Exactly. Facebook's fucking worldwide. Anybody can access that video.
Her website is worldwide.
But the thing is, vaping is the fucking same anywhere. It's not going to be any different. They're obviously watching the show. Yeah. Obviously. They've got to be. If you're watching the live show, come into the chat. Talk to us in the chat room. That's all we ask. We ask for your option.
You've got to be, as I said, you've got to be watching because you've basically come back with that. It just seems a bit convenient that we're in the middle of a live show. You knew what the times were because we've discussed when our live show is. So come in to the live chat on YouTube.
We'll give it a couple of minutes, and we'll give you the opportunity to come into the chat room where our viewers are watching as well and are in the room. Come and put your opinions across.
There's only 8 people. Don't be scared.
But
it's not the point, though. It's still 8 people.
Yeah, but you can't turn around and say you promote to the Virginia audience when you're on Facebook, which is worldwide. Your website's worldwide. Everyone can see your video, but you're not willing to comment from any other country apart from your own.
Just seems very odd. You're on the World Wide Web. Why would you only comment on where you are?
Because surely, if you were just promoting to Virginia, you'd keep it in your own. You keep it in your own little community, but you're not.
Just seems very odd. I would like to point out though, if you do come into the chat room, what mod was that?
Yeah. Do you know what liquid it was? Because obviously you did get some dingy. Or was it sugar
cotton? And what cotton was it?
She wouldn't know, mate, because it was Sugar Daddy's mod.
No, it's a piece of plastic.
It's come out of Sugar Daddy's hip.
It just seems very odd, doesn't it? We're just about to finish the show, and gosh, Jamie gets a message. So
don't what's the mod?
Watching. Excellent, Doug. Nice one.
Doug, you are so fun. Doug, 1 week you've got to come on our show. You've got to come on our show when we come back, when we talk about clones. Man.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you come with us, Doug, and actually think it, then it's me and you against Ashley and Jamie. And actually, it'll give an honest, balanced 2 for and 2 against. You know?
Why against? I've got one clone, and that was only the hat. That was only the Hadley.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
And I've got an authentic one.
I know. You know.
It's just a massive shock that somebody actually, Jamie gets a message right at the last minute.
Yeah, they won't come on. No way will they come on at this point.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Doug. It's the kind of thing that these
It just
people
shows, doesn't it, that they're not.
The thing is, she's only licensed because she's been paid for it. She's only a license to actually discuss it within that district. So obviously, she'd be breaking her contract if she talked without it.
So I wasted £10 on a clone then? No, I wasted 11 quid. Not 10, 11.
Actually, Jamie, it's free at the moment.
Ah?
I said, actually, Jamie, it's free at the moment.
What's free?
The clone that you brought.
Why is it free?
Because I brought it. You ain't paid me yet.
Yeah, you owe me 27 quid.
I
need a fucking bolt for my car.
I love that. She would be sitting in that district when she's talking. Yeah, she would. She would. But you're brilliant. You are brilliant. I failed to see the problem. Well, I do. Obviously, mate, she knows by the backlash she has and the evidence has probably been sent to her, she's dropped a fucking boo-boo. And she knows she's wrong. And I think the thing is, now her way of backpedaling is actually ignoring everyone and just sort of saying, well, it's because I think that's a bit of a backpedal. I'm only discussing about my district. Yeah.
It's the easiest way to get out of commenting, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, they're not obviously going to come on, are they? So,
yeah, let's finish the show.
Yeah, we'll finish with you, Neil.
Okay.
You can finish yourself off, Neil.
Well, no one else is going to do it for him, is it?
Oh, now his camera's moved.
He wishes. He couldn't move anybody.
More than the camera moved.
Yeah, everything's running away from you. Go on then, Neil.
Right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please like, subscribe.
Look at the camera.
Thumbs up.
Oh, where's my camera?
Thank you for the ongoing support. And Doug, if you want to come on the show in probably 2 weeks, let us know, mate, because it would be good. It'd be really good. I know you're a bit scared because you have ugly face. We could always put a mask on or anything.
No one can be as ugly as you, mate.
Yeah, no, exactly. Look at me, mate, and look at us, the three slapheads. You know what I mean? It's yeah. If you're not in our Facebook group, please go to it. Dripping Coils show on Facebook group, and we've got a new like page as well. Please go and like.
I'm glad somebody said that.
Facebook page, and go and look at our website as well. Dripping Coils show, and thank you very much, and hopefully I might see you next week. If not, it will be in 2 weeks time. Thank you very much, and bye and over to Jamie.
All right, basically all the same stuff Neil said. So you can see my eyes. There you go.
That's better.
Yeah.
Oh,
please,
fucking hell, put them back on. Oh,
hold on, I'm going to do that bird. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Right, goldfish moment. Yeah, please like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, YouTube. Join us in the after party. Link is in the pin post. I think it's working.
should be.
Should be working. Thanks very much for watching. Watching. Down to you, Ash.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, thank you for watching again. Thanks for all our supporters. Yes, we've had a problem with the Hangouts, but hopefully that should be functioning now. If you do pop into the after party, please just pop us a message if you can't get in, and we will invite you by email address. Also, I'd like to say a big thank you to Nelly last week that stepped in for me. I had family commitments. So thank you very, very much for that. And thank you for the cardboard cutouts of the ears. Brilliant. I did chuckle. But yeah, we have, like Neil has said, we've got a page. It's just basically for the reviews and stuff like that. You can give us a star rating and a little comment just to give us a good feedback. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week, 9 p.m. UK time, hopefully without Neil.
Or thereabouts.
Yeah, no, it will be 9 o'clock next week. I'll make sure of it. Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend, and we shall see you next week. See you later. Bye.
All these toxics in my lungs.
Oh, I'm like a fish out of water. Goldfish.
Hey, Jamie, can you take a mod apart for me and put a bit of plastic in the...
I'll video it. I'll get my daddy to do it for me.
My sugar daddy.
Fart. We're still live.